Nathan. He's here from
Yes.
Newport Beach.
That's right.
And he's actually on staff at a really good church. So I'm very proud of you, mijo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very proud.
This is probably the shortest version
Yes.
of the true Christmas story. And there's some discrepancies. I want to let you know. First of all, the wise men that are coming, the Bible doesn't say there was three. Tradition says there were three. They brought three gifts. And tradition even gives their name. The Bible doesn't. Tradition does. And the reason we have them up here, they didn't get there the same night Jesus was born.
No.
You can't get from the Orient to Bethlehem the same night if you take a jet. You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
get there. But that's why it says when they arrived
He was
at
a
the
toddler.
house where the child was. So they arrived 2 years later. And it wasn't three little men with, a little box. They brought
No, their caravan.
caravans of old gold and silver and precious stuff.
Yeah, if you can imagine a caravan coming into Sanger, like, whoa, right?
Wouldn't that be the Sanger Christmas parade? I mean, we already have that, right?
Yeah.
No, imagine that. It would create such a ruckus, and it did then too.
Yes.
So what you're going to hear is a lot of it is symbolic. We want you to know that they are part of the Christmas story, even if they appear 2 years later. And that's why they're part of the living nativity. The angels are not little babies with cardboard wings, according to scriptures. Angels are men. And that's why our angel is a man. And so, but we do have some bomb angels that are going to do, and that's the only Spanish part of this. When the angels, Hark the Herald Angels sing, those are our dancers, that Sister Miriam and her niece and her daughter. And we just electrified it instead of doing it in person.
That's
They're
what you
already
can do
gonna be up
with
there.
technology.
Yeah. So we want you to, but this is going to go fast, everybody. So don't blink when the spotlights moves. It's going to go fast. It doesn't have to be long to be effective and,
That's
and
right.
to be the truth. But we are going to receive. Did we already receive offering?
No.
We haven't on this one. Oh, and the candy.
Yeah. you
This is
got
the
one
good
in your
stuff.
pocket.
See, that's what happens when you have more than one service. These are the good stuff.
This is actually our third service.
It
Is
is?
that correct?
Where
Spanish?
was I? Was I here?
Oh,
Yeah, it was. These are the cordials. And
Yes.
one of them is chocolate, one of them is mint, one is raspberry, one is mint, and one is frankincense.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding about the frankincense.
Okay.
But these are the special stuff. So if you want one, there's going to come a bowl right now. Just reach in and grab one right there, and you get
And
any of the colors. Yes. And then we're going to take up an offering too right now before we get started. Because once we get started, we're going to fly out of here. I know you got stuff to do, but thank you for being here.
yes. But don't leave.
Yeah, don't leave. No, go down and take some
Yes,
pictures.
there's chocolate, hot chocolate,
Yes,
cookies,
cookies,
stockings,
stockings.
and toys for the children.
Wow. Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, stay and take pictures and make memories.
That's right.
But right now, we're going to receive our offering. So the ushers are going to come forward, and this little video is going to show you what you can do right now to give. You that are here, please take a listen. You can take your credit card, debit card right over there right now, or do one of these things.
Thank you for your support for this ministry. We continue to reach out to so many people both locally and all over the world. There are several ways to give. Make your check to Window of Heaven. You may use the giving envelope for cash or check and put it in the basket when tithes and offerings are received. You can also give with your debit or credit card by taking your card right now to the info table and process the best gift you can give. You can also text to give right now on your smartphone. Text the word window or ventana to 833-245-8530. You can also scan any of the QR codes for Zelle, PayPal, or Cash App, and it will take you to the link where you can give with your debit or credit card. You can also give online at ventanatv.com.
Yes, thank you for giving. I keep in my office a lot of letters that have already been prayed for and answered that we get, many of them from our friends in prison. And Jesus had a special place in his heart, still does, for those who are prisoners, so much that he said that how we treat the prisoners, we're actually treating him. You've done this unto me, he said. So I'm excited about our family that's there and connecting. I keep those hundreds of letters, even though they've been answered by an awesome team that helped me here at the church answer and minister to them. Even though they have been, I keep them there to keep praying for them and reminding why we do some of the stuff we do. When we get a sweet little old lady from the outskirts of Reno that writes and says, "This is my church. After my husband died, I have no place, no one to take me." I think she said a grandson or something. We read it on the air. Would once a week bring her provision, and that was it. And she said, "This is my church. I worship God here." She connects with us. And then we realized that during COVID and even after, a lot of the prisoners, their TV in there has only antenna. And that's some of the people we're ministering to. Now they're coming out. Some of you know they're coming out. They're getting blessed. They're connecting back in. But they were fed by Ventana TV while they were there. So thank you for helping us. And thank you for continuing to help next year. I didn't think we were going to expand so fast. 7 broadcast channels and 5 streaming channels are a lot of expansion in 2 years. But God has been good and faithful, and you guys are faithful. Nothing gets stuck to this pastor. You won't even see an expensive ring. Not that it's a sin for somebody else. That's fine. My jewels are people, winning people. That's what I want to invest in. And it's an expensive ministry for a small church to run, but it happens because those that are with me are on the same page. We want to reach the world, and we got some awesome stuff coming up next year. And speaking of which, the last announcement, and then we're going to get into the true story of Christmas, is this coming Saturday, 31st. Is anybody getting ready to get rid of this year? Is there anything in this year you want to say goodbye to? No? Even those with a perfect life, right? They think, "Oh, I got to leave this perfect life behind." No, we got some stuff we're going to leave. There's no better place than in the house of the Lord. So here comes an announcement. Please watch. We are going to set up tables and chairs in here, banquet style. And the food is free until it runs out. We're making bulks of it. Thank you, Johnny Dogs Catering from Madera, because they're awesome and have donated the whole thing. And they're really good. They don't skimp, man. They feed you. And so besides that, we're going to be giving a smart TV, I think a couple of dumb ones too. And we're going to be having prizes, and we just have a good time. Jorge Solis is going to sing some songs for us early in the night, and we're just going to have a great time. But shortly before midnight, we're going to lift our hands and worship God. And in His presence is how we're saying goodbye to 2022 and hello to 2023. We're going to be doing it in His presence. There's no better way to do it. There's no better place to do it than in God's house. And if you want to come, we always have a great time, and we're going to have a great time. Now, the following Sunday, we're only going to have one service at 11 o'clock, bilingual, and then we'll get to our schedule, normal schedule, the following Sunday. If you forget that, remember, it's all on our Facebook page, Window of Heaven. All right? And here's an announcement for Saturday. Check this out and plan to be there.
Welcome the new year with us here at Window of Heaven on Saturday, December 31st. The celebration is from 9:30 p.m. until midnight. We will eat together at 9:30 p.m. We'll enjoy a delicious lasagna dinner. We'll have music, contests, prizes, and lots of fun. Among the many door prizes, we will be giving a brand new smart TV by drawing. We'll have testimonies and pictures as we review the past year of blessings. We will have a balloon drop at new smart TV by drawing. We'll have testimonies and pictures as we review the past year of blessings. We will have a balloon drop at midnight. Just minutes before midnight, we will enter the presence of the Lord, and that is how we will welcome in the new year. In the presence of the Lord. Don't miss. Just minutes before midnight, we will enter the presence of the Lord, and that is how we will welcome in the new year. In the presence of the Lord. Don't miss this great and fun celebration. Come receive the new year with us. Enjoy a celebration to enter into 2023.
Oh, I think we need to party this a year away. And the garbage can here that says it's going to say 2022 on it, you're going to get a little piece of paper to write down whatever you want to throw away and leave in this year. My depression, my anxieties, my old man. No, not that one. Whatever, And then somebody that's got that weakness of chismoso gossip. I'm going to go through this and see what everybody else's problem is. No, we're going to dump some stuff and we're going to leave it in this year. You don't have to. A good time when a new year comes is a great time to make some changes. I'm not talking about resolutions. I'm talking about real changes. And that's what we're going to pray for. And now, eye and ear open. This is the true Christmas story.
Window of Heaven presents The True Christmas Story.
Welcome to the true story of Christmas, here at Window of Heaven. After this presentation, please go down to the Christmas village to take pictures and make memories. Check out Miniature Village and the toy soldiers on display. Kids can get their stocking full of goodies and a toy of their choice. Now, pay close attention to hear the true story of Christmas.
In those days Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken of the entire Roman world. This was the first census that took place while Quirinius was governor of Syria. And everyone went to their own town to register. So Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to Bethlehem the town of David, because he belonged to the house and line of David. He went there to register with Mary, who was pledged to be married to him and was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger, because there was no guest room available for them.
And there were shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terrified. But the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people. Today in the town of David a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord. This will be a sign to you. You will find a baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger." Suddenly a great company of the heavenly host appeared with the angel, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and on earth peace to those on whom his favor rests."
Las montañas ecoan como
the angels had left them and gone into heaven, the shepherds said to one another, "Let's go to Bethlehem and see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has told us about."
After Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea, during the time of King Herod, Magi from the east came to Jerusalem and asked, "Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star when it rose and have come to worship him." When King Herod heard this, he was disturbed, and all Jerusalem with him. When he had called together all the people's chief priests and teachers of the law, he asked them where the Messiah was to be born. "In Bethlehem in Judea," they replied, "for this is what the prophet has written, but you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for out of you will come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel." Then Herod called the Magi secretly and found out from them the exact time the star had appeared. He sent them to Bethlehem and said, "Go and search carefully for the child. As soon as you find him, report to me, so that I too may go and worship him." After they had heard the king, they went on their way, and the star they had seen when it rose went ahead of them until it stopped over the place where the child was. When they saw the star, they were overjoyed. On coming to the house, they saw the child with his mother Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him. Then they opened their treasures and presented him with gifts of gold, frankincense and myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to go back to Herod, they returned to their country by another route. Thanks for watching and hearing the true Christmas story. Directed by Andy Cantu. Pastor Roy and Annie invite you to go down to the Christmas village and take pictures and make memories. Kids can get a toy of their choice and a stocking of goodies. Please remember to join us this coming Saturday for our New Year celebration.